It's Kent with MrTruck.com. It's Kent and Izzy. We're up here somewhere in the mountains, probably lost. Now we're still on Highway 14 on our way to Weldon, but we're not going that far. We may end up going that way, but Rafters, place is full of people riding Rafters. And we got this 2022. It's the top-of-the-line Silverado, which is the High Country, and it is awesome truck. It's their top. It's actually the most luxurious car. It's their most luxurious truck, because you know they have the ZR2, which is probably the most expensive truck. But we're going to go pull this trailer. We've got about 8,280 pounds, I think, 8,280. So it's, you know, I think this thing's rated over 11,000. We haven't figured it out, but I am going to look in the door and tell you the payload and everything I can find off that door sticker. But Izzy, how much power does this 6.2 V8 have?
We have 420 horsepower and 460 torque.
Oh, awesome. That's the kind of power I like. It's one of my favorite engines. The V8, you get the V8 rumble. It sounds so awesome. So come join us, and don't forget to go to MrTruck.com and see all the accessories I sell. Everything we use here, the Gen Y, all those different things, the tire pressure monitoring system, all the good stuff I test, I use, and then I sell them on MrTruck.com and MrTrader.com or store.MrTruck.com. So go to all those sites. But anyway, come join us for the review. I got a lot in there, didn't I? I was kind of going crazy. Well, see, oh geez, now we're getting some traffic. Well, we'll try not to hit too many tourists.
Yeah.
You may want to sell them something someday. If I back off into the river, you know how to swim, right? So you can get me out of the truck. If I get into a deep spot, you may just have to pull me out.
Life raft.
Yeah. Guess we can punch the airbag and use that for a raft. Now, the worst thing is if there's a little reflector on the side of the road, I may nail it with my trailer. So I better move over here. That guy on the motorcycle is getting a little nervous. He sees me coming at him. Let him know I'm friendly.
Yeah.
I own 7 motorcycles, so I'm always trying to be careful around motorcycles, because they've got enough to look out for as it is. They don't need me trying to run over them. Can you see him back there? I can see most of him. See his headlight. He's giving me his headlight. Yeah, we're going to miss him, I think.
Yep, looks like we're good.
Yeah. There's 2 of them. Yeah, I don't want to hit them. One would come chasing you down the road, and we're never getting over.
There we are, no kidding.
See what you guys doing backing up 20 miles? We can't help it. We're lost. Now wait a minute, I think I'm getting cleared near the approach. So let's just see how my jackknifing skills are. Well, you know, I can see the nervous look on their faces. If anybody comes, you may have to reverse course, but I think there's some big rocks back there. I don't know how much I can jackknife. And I've got this weight distributing trying to hold me back and not let me sway. It's not good. I should have had you get out and film me while I'm doing this.
Yeah. Pretty good acting skills.
Well, I am Mr. Truck, so this should be a natural thing for me.
Yeah.
So I sleep in my truck a lot. Well, those are big rocks. I'm glad I didn't start going over them. That'd be good to have in the picture, the rocks. Makes it look really dangerous what we're doing here.
Way up in the mountain.
Okay. That's our Gen Y Boss Torsion Flex hitch. It actually flexes. It makes the trailer feel good and the truck feel good, and they don't make each other mad. You don't bounce with both of them. Only it totally isolates the movement of the truck from the trailer. We got a hook to weight distributing hitch. We're doing some more tests on that. Oh, I love these steps. You like these steps too, don't you?
Yeah, these steps are nice for getting tools or
I don't think we need the fancy tailgate, and this has that fancy tailgate, but
nice
I think that's all we need. Look at all the chrome on here, Izzy. I like all that chrome. A lot of it. Cool mirrors.
Chrome.
I like the tires and the wheels. Yeah, it's a High Country. Now the grill, these headlights have been lowered a little bit. And that grill, look at that, it says High Country on it. I like this nose. What do you think? Do you like this nose?
Yeah, I really like the lights on it.
Yeah. Man, they got these little Easter eggs all over the place.
Yeah, those are neat.
Too cool. Focus beam headlights, yeah. It's got a mean look. Roy Rogers squinty eyeballs there.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. Okay, before it rains. Let's get out of here.
Don't go away, Mr. Truck.tv. We'll be right back.
High country. Do you feel high? I mean, do you feel like you're in a luxury truck?
Yeah, I do. These seats are really pretty and they're nice.
Yeah, I like the blue.
Feels really luxury with all the leather and stuff up here.
Yeah, and then look where that park brake is. I guess you found
Yeah,
that.
it's right here is your park brake, and I kind of like that. I think that's easy to use, easy to find. And it's in a good spot. And then you've got your tow haul mode down here. And then your auto, your 4 high, 4 low, and 2 high. And all your lights and stuff over here.
Awesome. Let me get in the other side.
Yep.
Big speakers, boys.
Excuse me.
Is that Bose or boys? How do you say that?
Bose. Okay.
Okay, right there.
Here is our trailer brake.
And your adjustments below that. That's good.
Yep, super easy in a good spot.
Yeah, we just got the normal controls.
Yep.
And that camera mirror and no moonroof. Even got a hole for it. They just didn't cut it out.
They didn't give us a moonroof.
Yeah, well, we'll have to work on this shifter because I'm not real fond of it myself. But
Those air-conditioned seats are nice, though.
oh, they are. I've used them a lot this week. And they got buttons and knobs and toggle switches I like instead of all this touchscreen nonsense. But some touchscreen's not bad, but some of these vehicles are just all touchscreen.
And it looks like you can actually just heat the back of the seat. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. That's
the bottom and the back.
Right. There's all those cotton picking USB ports. Come on, guys, give me a 12 volt. I just want a round socket. That's all I want. Okay. Here's a bizarre thing they've had for years. And I never understood it, but push that button. There's a bunch of windows. Holy cow! All 4 of them went down at once.
Scared me at first.
Yeah, I can't even video them that fast.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that was fast. I guess if you're doing Chinese fire drill, that's a fast way to get the windows down and jump out. I don't know.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's cool. All 4 windows went fast down. I guess it cools you out quickly, or in case there's a fire, you can jump out your window. I don't know.
Everybody can get out right away.
They don't tell me these things. Okay. Hi-yo, silver and away!
Away we go. With this weird thing.
Yeah, you got to push the button on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the old tilt T-shifters were so much easier. Then you just shove them all the way forward for park. No, you push that little button for park. And you push another button to make it drive to reverse.
Yeah, I don't like how it doesn't lock in.
No, it's different. People love it. They're buying them. I mean, once you own a truck, you get used to it. But we only get them for a week, so I don't get used to a lot of this stuff.
Right.
But anyway, oh yeah, this is a public announcement. It's a public service announcement. You guys are always worried about my weight and how many McDonald's hamburgers I eat. I have lost 40 pounds this year now. 40 pounds. I've never been on a diet like this before, so I've never lost 40 pounds before. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I should go out and get drunk. No, I don't drink. I wouldn't do that. I should buy myself a big cigar. That's what I should do.
There you go.
I'm trying to quit those too. You know, all the fun stuff's gone. The only thing I really have for hobbies now is eating and sleeping. And eating is getting real low and low. To me, no carbohydrates, no sugar, no fun stuff. But once in a while, I'll break the rules and, have a cinnamon roll or have a birthday cake with my grandkids. That's why I didn't have my stomach chopped. I didn't want to do that vomit thing they kept talking about in the program that I went to. That was kind of scary. And they kept saying that 4 or 5 times during the speech. You start to think, are they trying to discourage me?
Yeah.
Do they want me not to do this? Well, you just know it's not blueberries, right?
Yeah. You know that for sure.
That would be nice to have a blueberry crop right next to your house.
Yep, seen lots of those.
Did they ever catch you and have you arrested or?
No, actually, they told us we could pick a little bit from the first row.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of some wimpy bushes that I guess they didn't care about too much on the edge of the field.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it helped you or not. I moved my spare tire on the trailer back further so you can see the trailer tires on this side.
Okay.
I never liked that where you couldn't quite see where the trailer tires are, so changed that.
Yeah, that looks better.
Because these narrow roads, you're just barely inside the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're the same width as a semi. The trailers ain't half feet wide. Now this, of course, we're going to tell you all about it, but it's the high country. It's 2022, and this used to be the top of the line. It's only been out a few years, but it's really cool what they've done with this. The Denali was GM's premier thing, and Chevy wanted something, so that's when this came out. And I always liked the Denali because the Denali had aluminum trim. Everything was real on it, and but it was never really as fancy as it should be. I mean, the Ford and the Ram all had like 3 steps up more than the Denali. The Denali was equal to about 3 steps down as far as what it was for a luxury truck. So now they're catching up. They're figuring it out. But we had the what is it? A4. What the heck was that when we had the GMC? We've gone through talking about it.
Oh my gosh.
AT4X, I think that's what it is. And that's their new one, and that's kind of like the ZR2 in a Chevy line. So what it had over this one was the front locker and the 2-inch lift. So this one, now I think the ZR2 Chevy, the off-road truck, I think is one step above this. Well, at least in price it is. So this is not their most expensive model, but it is their most luxury model. And that's the cool thing about that is they're getting on board. And plastic's not the best thing. So now I think it's an ash wood. It's open pore. It's real wood, and that's what I like. I like the real stuff. I like the real hood scoops.
Yeah, it looks
nice. I like
nice.
the real wood. Yeah, and it is.
It's a lot nicer.
And this has got that was a 13.4 screen. It's plenty big, and the one in front of the steering wheel is I think it's 12.4. I'm going to go over some of the stuff, but they've really done a big job on the interior. I mean, this here, I don't know if this is leather up on the dash. It's probably a vinyl, but even the floor mat has the same stitching as what you see up here. It's that kind of a reddish brown, and that's what you see up here, too. Yeah, kind of goldish. So, darn shifter. I guess if you had it for a couple of years, you might figure out how it works, because that's how I am with these. But, it's a nice looking shifter, but you got to push buttons and then pull things.
Yeah, you got to think about it.
Yeah, it's like the push button systems they have. You got one button goes one way and the other goes the other way. And like this one, it's not like smooth where you go forward for park, back for reverse, and then drive. It's indifferent. But anyway, that's just me.
I bet there's a lot of people camping.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, got to get out and enjoy the great outdoors, and 3-day weekends really work nice for that. I don't know if I've ever had a 3-day weekend. My boss is just and you can't get him to let you have any time off. But anyway, he wants to give me maternity leave, but what do I got to do with maternity leave? I can't use it, so I guess I just have to fake it sometime. And I don't have any jokes this time. This has been a hectic week. Not having them roll, and that's another thing. We got, there's some kayakers. Cool, I got to get one of those. I learned to swim too. But and that Jack's has a kayak room. They have all kinds of stuff. Unbelievable. Yeah. But we didn't get a Maroni. I know they always get us a Maroni, and never had one late like this. But so I'm sure there's some problem with Chevy or somebody. So we don't have it. So I'm just gonna, make stuff up. I'll just come up with what I think this truck is. Well, no, I did some research last night, and I do know something about the truck. And then when I do get a Maroni, I will go do a voiceover and and tell you what I missed out, what I didn't get right, or what I didn't get at all. So you will be full of knowledge when we get done. That's what we do, man. We're here to educate, and education and entertain you. Yep. Look to me, and I'm just kind of browsing through stuff, that this is almost like 10 grand more than the ZR2. Well, the ZR2, it's an off-road truck, so you get the different tires, You get 2-inch lift, you get the front locker, you get those special multi-matic shocks. You get all kinds of stuff, but man, $10,000, they'd have to give me an unbelievable amount of stuff.
Yeah, those back massagers.
Yeah, I want one of those. What was what you were gone the week we had? There was something. It might have been that AT4 that had a massager on it.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Now again, I'm guessing on this thing, and we'll show you on the outside. I mean, they lowered the headlights and they changed the tail lights. They did a few things to the outside. Most of the stuff is on the interior. And I do like this new console, but it doesn't slide back and forth. I don't know if they just gave that to the SUVs and don't want it on the trucks or what, but you know, it's still got giant speakers. It's like your Bose in the doors, so you can crank it up. And I'm thinking this is, you know, just trying to get close what I can find, what pictures I could find last night. I think this is a glacier blue metallic, but it almost looks black at times, and if you look inside the door frame where you can see it without any dirt on it, it looks like a blue, a dark blue, and the interior is blue.
The interior, yeah, it's definitely blue.
Yeah, it's got the gold stitching. Not comfortable seats.
Yeah, I fit good in them.
Yeah, now I thought this would have the Super Cruise. And that's like a $2,200 option.
Okay.
You know, and in heavy traffic you wouldn't want to use it, but you get out where I drive a lot of times out in the middle of nowhere, and it would be awesome. And I got to go to Tennessee sometime this year, and that's going to be a hard trip. I really wish I had an autonomous, and that gives you the, you know, all the hands-free stuff, the automatic lane departure, and it actually disables towing, so you can't do that until a trailer. I know GM has been working on that on the track. Andre went and drove one of those where it did drive itself with a trailer. Well, we did it. We got done before the rain. We did our stand-up. We did our drive-by. Harassed some of the locals. Yes, indeed. You can turn the lights on if you want to. That way you'll always know if we come unplugged back there. Always worry about that.
How do I turn those lights on?
There's one of those round knobs you twist it. No, not on the stem, but over on the yeah. There's one round one. There you go. There you go. Good job. So this is a really cool drive. You know, we never drove back here where the cool stuff was.
I know.
I've been back here before, but that place I turn around at, where that little cabin was, and that place is loaded with people. It's really pretty back here. Really good rock formations. I'm a big guy on rock formations. And this is part of the burnout. Let's see if I can get that on camera. This is the stuff that got toasted in that fire. See if I can get a good picture of it. But there it is. A lot of burn scars, a lot of charred trees. But you can tell this was a disaster when it was all on fire. It's supposed to have automatic sensors for the windshield wipers. You may have to just twist it one knob. Usually it's something like that. There you go, maybe that'll do it. A lot of Jeeps running around. A lot of motorcycles. Of course, it's a big weekend. If I had a motorcycle, if I only had a motorcycle, I'd be up here too. See where all the curves are. This road is really good, really fun on a motorcycle. You have a lot of switchbacks and heavy curves. It's a blast. Oh yeah, there's a tunnel. I gotta get the tunnel going here. This is such a cool tunnel. I love it. Such a cool tunnel.
Just a short one.
Yep. I have to get my drone up in the air so we can come out here and get some aerial shots of the forest and the mountains.
Yeah, I know they have music there too sometimes.
Oh, cool.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Well, that's what I could do. I could get a job there singing. You never heard me sing, have you?
Oh, no. Are you pretty good?
No, it's an unforgettable experience. Yeah. When you hear me and Andre always singing On the Road Again, you know. Yep.
I'm not much of a singer myself.
Well, I was in church 3 days a week when I was growing up, so we sang a lot. There those guys go. Look at that. Does that say? Arapahoe.
Arapahoe
Yeah,
National
we are in Arapahoe
Forest.
National Forest. Enough room ahead of you. You can tell me what you like about this high country. Izzy, what do you really like about this high country, Silverado?
I like the interior. I really like all the stitching and the accents and stuff like that. I also think it looks really good and from the outside. Like the front of the grill looks nice. It doesn't look cheap.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really nice
good.
and built good.
Well, what does you've driven a lot of trucks now? I think it's got a nice soft ride. What do you think? You think it's comparable to everybody else, or?
I think it has a really soft ride, especially with this big trailer on the back of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any problems pulling or takes the bumps really well too with
So
the trailer on it.
Yeah, that's right. What is it you don't like? What is it?
Definitely this here.
The shifter. Yeah.
For some reason, I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, you got to push buttons and pull buttons, and it's got too many activities. I like something simple, like all the way forward, all the way back, somewhere in the middle. Yeah. And then it locked up on me in low rain. Well, not low. Yeah, it's where you do the manual shifting.
In low,
Yeah, it was low. It was right there, and it wouldn't come out. I had to actually put it in reverse to get it to go back out. And I'm sure that's not a normal thing, but yeah, I know people are really talking about how great this is, but I'm just not a big fan of this. I like T-shifters. I like column shifters. I like I don't have a problem with any of them, but this one is just, I'm not used to it yet, by golly.
Me neither. It's a pain in the butt.
So maybe we should drive this another week. Think that would do it? Maybe I'll get a Maroni. We can
We'll see. I think it might take me longer than that.
Yeah, it could be. That's the problem with these new vehicles. When you get a new truck, and you take it out, especially at night, you have no idea where half the controls are, and you got to quickly learn so you don't get killed and run off the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, yep. Well, I got some more stats for you. I looked in the door to see this. Payload is 1,672 pounds. That's pretty good payload, 1,672. Tongue weight for all the trailers is 1,320. Conventional trailer, this is way up there. This is 13,200. I thought maybe this truck has too many options on it, which makes it a little heavier. But yeah, they're saying this thing get to a 13,200. Wow. And a gooseneck, they only let you do 8,800, which is, it's a ridiculous thing they do with these half tons. Normally you can tow more with the gooseneck because the weight distribution is better. It actually transfers weight to both axles, where a bumper pull is mostly back there, and then you have to use weight distributing hitch to get it to transfer weight. So it all has to do with, where the weight's at, whether it's on the rear axle or in the front. Yeah, it's hocus pocus, but that's what it is. But wow, on a conventional trailer, which is a bumper pull, 13,200. The curb weight of this thing, an empty truck, is 5628. Well, actually, curb weight means 150-pound passenger, which I don't know what that is, and then a full tank of gas. So at that rate, it's 5,628 curb weight. Gross vehicle weight ratings 7,300. That's respectable. Combined weight rating of you and the trailer, truck and the trailer, is 19,100. So there's some facts for you folks. So that that's coming. Just don't know when. Yeah, 13.4 main screen, and it's kind of narrow. It's 12.3 gauge, and the gauge you can change it. You can go to classic view. You can go to all these different views. So I'll have to try to figure out all the buttons for them. I'll let Izzy figure it out. She's a youngster. She knows technology. She probably
A little bit.
Sometime you gotta get on here. And which phone is yours? An Android or a
I have the iPhone.
Oh, good. That's what I've got. So we need to sometimes show how to do the iPhone thing that you put on the car. I mean, he always wants to connect my iPhone, then it wants to control it, and then the music comes through the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure I really like it. Usually I stop it from happening. But Apple Play, you'll have to do a review on that sometime. There's 3 rafters in a row. Well, they made it through the worst rocks 4, 5. Holy cow, they're just bouncing right along there.
Whole team of
6,
them.
yeah. But it's got 22-inch wheels. Now see that I know because I can go out there and look at the tire. Read it. I don't have to have a piece of paper.
Probably tell right away, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the one of my favorite engines, the 6.2. V8, and it's got a 10-speed. But I don't know if you've noticed it or not. We've got a trailer in there, it's a little different. When I've been driving this thing around empty, I thought it was a fantastic ride.
Oh.
And I don't know that it has multimatic shocks. I got to crawl on it there and look. I think it's just got that magnetic ride that they have and had for decades. But it really does. It is smooth. And we've got a Gen Y torsion flex hitch on here, which will isolate what the trailer's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting too, is when you do that, when you do the isolate with a cushion coupler of some kind, we use the Gen Y, the truck can hit a hole, and of course you feel it, but then the trailer doesn't feel it when you go through it, and when the trailer goes through it, you don't feel it.
Right.
Excuse me, because if you have both of them going through it, it's like driving a basketball.
Yeah.
You know, that's terrible. And I love the cameras. I took pictures of the center screen on here. There's my camera. The center screen is so cool. Turn on that blinker, will you? I don't care which one. Isn't that awesome? I just love that. And that, I think that's one of the coolest set of cameras. And these guys have been big on cameras for a long time. I mean, I've got that written down, how many cameras they have. They have 8 cameras, but they can give you 14 views.
Oh.
And what's new on this, I noticed, is I've always liked the way Ford did it. You would see that line when you're backing up, the line down the middle of the 2 parallel lines, so you could line up the ball and the hitch.
Right.
Well, GM went one step better. Instead of putting that center line there where you can't quite see the ball and stuff,
Yeah.
they leave that gap open so you can look right down there and see the exact ball, the exact coupler. That is just awesome. I love the way they did that. But yeah, I always call them the king of the cameras because and they're so clear. It's just fantastic what they've done with those, and that's a big deal when you're towing. You're pulling trailers, is to be able to see things. And when you turn on your blinker and you can see down that corner you're doing, you're not going to hit the curb.
Trailer, right.
Even though today when I went to Starbucks, I did hit a curb, but I had no choice. People wouldn't get out of my way. But it's so great knowing what's going on back there, because a lot of times, actually on these trucks, you can get by without having towing mirrors. Now, towing mirrors are they're good for backing up and a bunch of other things, and I like towing mirrors. But using that camera, you can see all the way down on the side, and that's a big deal. And then I've always liked spotter mirrors, so that you can position that differently than your main mirror, and that it's a concave mirror, and that way you can see the trailer when you turn a corner, see where the trailer tires are, because your normal mirror won't go that far out. So I always use a concave, one of those spotter mirrors. But with this, you don't need the spotter, you don't need the towing mirror. It's just awesome, except for backing up. So GM, listen to me, pay attention now. Make the blinker cameras that goes on your middle screen work in reverse, and I can use it when I'm backing around things. Oh, it'd be fantastic. That's free advice, Chevy. Or you can mail me a check, whichever. Or just get me a Maroni for this cut and pick a truck. I'll be happy. But, that heads up, or not the heads up, the autonomous driving is $2,200. These running boards are $14.95, and they're awful noisy. But if you have the engine running, you don't hear them. But you shut the engine off, you hear that thing that they do. But that multi-flex tailgate, I'm always complaining about it, thinking it'll cost you $2,000 to fix it. But as an option, it's only $445. I guess I didn't realize that, because that's really, I just like the corner bumper step. But if people are using that, I think that's a good value. Well, we made it. We didn't get killed. We didn't run over any motorcycles. We did really good, actually.
Almost missed the rain.
Oh no, we backed around the ramps. We did a lot of techniques we've learned here.
Tricks driving.
What do you think? Do you think we should tell people to like us and all that stuff? What's it called?
So you guys should like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the gas station.
And thanks for watching. Come visit us.